Everybody welcome, everybody to the fan page. Welcome to the Monday Autopsy. My name is YQ Benda. Every Monday, together about our this special segment, starting this very season and starting today. You are the luckiest fan bencher. Again, so call up Jebaita Monday Autopsy. What does Monday Autopsy stand for? Monday Autopsy, we break down one team or game, that result, one game result, one manager, and one player. Tactically, every detail, how they did things, what they didn't see, what they saw, how they were amazing or how they were bad. Sometimes it will be positive, sometimes it will not. Sometimes it will be about your player, sometimes it will not. Sometimes it will be about your manager, sometimes it will not. But more importantly, every time there will be something for you to learn and enjoy as a guy who follows the fan bench on YouTube. Welcome to the Monday Autopsy, brought to you by Waiki Analytical. Katino linya lyange. Mweno segmenti Waiki Anawati Analytical. So here we go. Behind the result. That is item number 1. Behind the result, of course, we are talking about Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. In 23 seconds, Mikel Arteta's boys killed every plan Maresca and Manchester City had for Arsenal in the Community Shield. In 23 seconds. Calafiori steps into an attacking position like he has always done. Calafiori is a unicorn of a player. If Arsenal can keep Calafiori fit, we have a player that can actually go and win the Ballon d'Or. I repeat, if Arsenal can keep Calafiori fit, full season, and playing on form, Calafiori is a player that can actually win the Ballon d'Or. This is a player who plays full back very well, left back over, central defense, left central defense very well. He can play number 8 very well. He can play number 10 very well. He is the only player in the Premier League or in Arsenal that is given full freedom. And as you saw it yesterday, that guy was our fullback. He was the last man behind the enemy lines. What you saw yesterday is what I want you as a fan to understand and see, even what I see as a fan. Mikel Arteta, in this season, what you're going to see is not about keeping positions. It is about manipulating spaces. Calafiori is the epitome of what you're gamba. Eyasinzo kuchujjayo okirabe. Calafiori makes a run that a fullback shouldn't be making. Probably a number 8 should be making, or a number 11 in this case. But you see, the magic is in 3 players. The goal that was created in 23 seconds is in 3 players. One is Zolis keeping the width. Zolis asigala ku line ye, keeping the fullback covered. Fullback ngava muchi mu defensive line are creating a gap eyo. If you watch that entire sequence of play, you will see that there was a big gap. So Zolis does his part by keeping the width, meaning he makes the pitch wider. I'm going to come back to that item of making the pitch wider. So when he makes the pitch wider, what does that mean? The fullback follows him, as he should. Then what do you see clearly is that Calafiori realizes Lewis Kelly has actually made space for himself. What a player. The player I'm talking about now is Lewis Kelly. 19 years old, very strong, can receive the ball in any tight space. He does not care who is next to him, he will receive the ball. So what does he do? The ball comes from, I think it was from Ben White or Odegaard, comes to him. Instead of controlling it, he fakes. Now faking Foden. So he fakes like as if he's going to go this side, Foden's body follows. But without taking any extra touch, he squeezes the ball right through that gap that has been created by the fullback. Against Nani? Ne Zolis. And what does Calafiori do? He reads the game. one of the most intelligent players you'll ever see. Because how are you a defender and you can read attacking sequences like that? Very, very special player. So Calafiori makes the run and runs into that space. And what do we see? A run to the goal. The defense is beaten by that pass. Lewis Kelly, what a pass. What a vision. In a tight space, by the way. That's how he made that pass, in a very tight space. Calafiori scores the goal. Boom, goal number 1. Mikel Arteta is focusing on ball-playing midfielders. That's why Guimaraes was signed. You must be very good on the ball, and you must be very effective in the final third. Amagolo. City had possession. Did you know City won possession on the night? City had about 41 to Arsenal possession. And this is where Mikel Arteta is the best manager in the world. This area, City had possession. Arsenal controlled the game. Do you understand that? There's what we call useless possession. Mikel Arteta played 2 styles of football yesterday, or 2 formations. One, it was rest defense. When Arsenal is on the ball, we keep a compact positioning. That Ben White, I know kubanga alinga fullback, alinga midfielder number 8, Odegaard niega takuba striker, the same Calafiori. So instead of, because Calafiori goes, our number 6 now becomes a fullback, na Kavaringa Walieri or Stegera, so that you don't, in case you lose the ball, in case our attack falls apart, Man City cannot counter-attack. That's why you did not see a single counter-attack from Man City. Why? Because we were in a rest defense formation even when we were the ones with the ball. And then when Man City had the ball, this is what we did. The moment the ball is on the right, Kusaidia, Ruben Diaz and the fullback the other side, we play a less aggressive 4-4-2. Odegaard, Kai Havertz, and so on and so forth. When the ball goes to the weaker side, where, not a weaker side by defense, but not a weaker side by attack, but a weaker side by defense. When it goes to Vadiola, we do a man-to-man. Rachi is very good on the ball, and so is the other kid, the fullback, Nico Riley, very good on the ball. So what you want is no comfort. It's very beautiful to see, guys. Tabawa comfort. So when the ball comes to the left of Man City, every player is running to mark their guy, to make sure they're either going long or going back to their keeper, which kills any momentum they could have had. That's why in the 95 of 93 minutes, Man City barely had a quality chance. So why did I say Mikel Arteta is the best in this quality? There is what we call controlling the game without having the ball all the time. And then when you have the ball, maximize your transitions. Fake possession. What does fake possession mean? Is that I give you possession in the areas where it doesn't harm me. But the moment you come into the areas where it can harm me, I must take it back quickly. And then I profit on the transitions. And that's what Mikel did yesterday. Zolis was very important in that. There's a player everybody wants to downplay. But when I analyzed this game yesterday, Madueke is very important to what Arteta does. I conquered them. Madueke is going to play a lot of football for Arteta. Rachi. Madueke is not in this game or in this team to be the best at GA, what we call goals and assists. He will score some goals, as he did last season. He will get some assists, as he did last season. But he's not there for that. Madueke is there to keep the pitch wide. Because for every single time a winger, now a right winger, stays on the line, a touchline winger, he pulls a fullback with him. He has 2 qualities. He's unpredictable. Yes, he's very poor in the final third, but that's actually a plus. Because you're unpredictable, they don't know. Maybe you score a wonder goal because he did last season. Maybe you give a good assist, or maybe you just cross a very poor ball like he did yesterday. But that unpredictability, he can go to the right, he can go to the left. That unpredictability, that he can go to the right and go to the left, keeps him in the team. Item number 2, pace. Where did you see Nico Riley attacking? Do you know Nico Riley is very good in attacking, guys? Did you see him attack yesterday? Of course, there are other factors that I'll go into. But item number 2 is that Madueke keeps the fullback being a fullback. What fast players give you in the modern game is to make sure a player just doesn't run off and goes in attack. Because Riley is very good in attack. From last season, Madueke was there to make sure I got tackle. And of course, he contributed in defense as well. But I want to talk about his pluses in attack. Era mwagizi wa Arsenal tolowooza nti Madueke talina kyaggattako. Aina value. He has a lot of value. His pace and unpredictability in the final third, keeping that fullback busy and creating space for Odegaard to run into, Guimaraes to run into, and then the others who might play. That is Eze and the like. Ladies and gentlemen, possession was useless. That's why the quality chances came from Arsenal. And when you look at the XG for the first time, as you will learn in the next segment, Arsenal actually had 2.19 XG from open play. Awo muntu n'abuuza set piece FC yabulidde wajjo. It's because of the players that are in this team. Lewis Kelly, ball player. Guimaraes, ball player. Havertz, ball player, sorry. Zolis, ball player, good on the ball. So the only factor wenja bamuyita Madueke. He doesn't want the ball on the feet. He wants the ball ahead of him. That's why he's so important. Because you cannot play the entire forward line, get Juda Bantu, tebaiteli akola running to stretch the defense. Ladies and gentlemen, that is behind the result. And as you've seen in every one of the goals that we scored, we were trying to break their defensive line and to make sure Maresca and his defenders were facing their goal, trying to defend. Look at Odegaard's goal. Look at Calafiori's goal. Line breaking. When you break the midfield line or defensive line, their defenders are running back. It is too late. The moment you're facing your keeper, you've already lost possession. You've already lost positioning is what I mean. So structurally, we were better. Nevertheless, we cannot rule out the fact that Maresca has only been at Man City for a month or two. So, what I want to tell you as an Arsenal fan and a City fan, or a football fan out there, that's not the best Man City you're going to see. Man City is going to improve because more time on the pitch, training on the training ground, they will get better. They will understand what he wants to do. Arteta scoring 3 goals does not tell you the whole story of how good Arsenal is. Arsenal was not even at full capacity. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you should know is Arsenal playing Man City again in the league. You will not find it easy as it has been because some players are coming back from the World Cup and Maresca is still planting his ideas on this Man City side. And some players were not in the team like Rodri. Unfortunately, that Rodri player is gone. So, Maresca, I know Zimbe Chiche, but ladies and gentlemen,